Why Filipinos can't speak our national language?
They do have to adjust when they come to or visit another city or place. Yes, they do.
Filipino, if you speak English and you're a Filipino, they would feel intimidated and they would think that, why is she speaking in the English? She's a Filipino. Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Asmi.
It's me, Roger.
And welcome to Roger&Ismi Vlogs. So today's subject, why Filipinos can't speak our national language.
Before we start, again, salamat sa inyong pagigugma o pagsuporta sa among channel.
Thank you so much for your love and support, guys. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell for new uploads or new videos. So, if you come here in the Philippines, guys, all you know is Filipinos can only speak Tagalog or Bisaya, right?
Yeah. Knowing that we have more than 120 languages spoken in the Philippines.
Yes, and absolutely, it is difficult to know all of those languages.
Yeah, maybe you have this question that, maybe all Filipinos can speak our national language.
Yes, there are some that can speak it, but most cannot.
Yeah, since in the Philippines we're divided into different island or region, which is the Luzon, Mindanao, and Visayas.
Yes, so mostly for Visayas people, Visayas, Mindanao, most of them speak Bisaya.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then in Luzon area, they speak Tagalog.
Tagalog, Ilocano. There are some that speak Ilocano, but most are in Tagalog.
Yeah, and in Luzon area, they know that their language is Tagalog.
Yes. For them, their language is already well spoken everywhere, and they don't want to adjust.
Right. So let's say, for example, Luzon people come to visit Cebu. They cannot understand Bisaya or Cebuano.
They cannot speak Bisaya.
They cannot speak. But for Bisaya people, if they will come and visit Manila, they can understand and they can also speak Tagalog.
Yeah, it's not fluent, yes. We cannot speak fluent Tagalog, but we can understand and try to speak it.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask why Roger and Ismi, Bisaya people can understand Tagalog or speak Tagalog.
It's because most of our movies are in Tagalog, our news are in Tagalog, and we have a curriculum in college, in high school, in elementary, which is in Tagalog.
Yeah. So teachers will teach us how to speak Tagalog, or we have a subject in elementary.
Filipino.
Or a Filipino.
Yes, which is really a major subject.
Yes.
Yes, Filipino is a necessity for us to really understand our national language.
Correct. And now maybe you will ask also, what about in Mindanao area? So in Mindanao area, they have this specific language which is Arabic, and they use that commonly when they like pray and religious purposes.
Worship.
Yeah.
Worship Allah.
Right.
Yes.
And on their day-to-day basis or they communicate, they use Arabic.
Yes. Some actually use Arabic, some would use Bisaya.
Yeah, because in Mindanao, it's like divided into different cities. So, like for example, Davao is still part in Mindanao, but Davaoeño or Davao people can speak Bisaya.
Yes, and they're fluent at it.
Yeah, and they use Bisaya language every day.
Yes, that's true. So that's the reason why most Bisaya is good at Tagalog. It's because we are exposed of social media. We can read Filipino languages there, so we don't really need to translate it because we understand it right away. While from Luzon area, they cannot speak Bisaya because there's no social media in Bisaya there. It's always Tagalog. They are exposed in Tagalog only.
Yeah, and one thing that I observe also from Luzon people, they prefer to watch and read Tagalog news or watch Tagalog movies.
Yes. For Bisaya people or from Bisaya area, Mindanao area, since we are exposed to variety of social media where if it's in Bisaya or in Tagalog, we understand it.
Yeah, so I can say Mindanao people and Visaya people, we are really flexible
Yes.
in terms of their language.
Yes.
So we can speak Tagalog and understand Tagalog.
Yes. Although it's not fluent, but at least we understand and speak it, right?
Yeah.
No need for us to have a major adjustment right away. Because for Tagalog, if they can come here, they would really adjust to the words. And they need to have a year of experience coming here or staying here. They need to talk to Bisaya people all the time in order for them to speak the language.
Yeah, maybe you will ask also, they do have to adjust when they come to or visit another city or place? Yes, they do. Let's say for example, as we have to go to Bacolod or Iloilo. So their language spoken is different. Not
Yes.
Bisaya, it's Hiligaynon or Ilonggo. So we have to speak or we have to use Tagalog because Bacolod or Iloilo people, they can understand Tagalog. So we prefer to use the Tagalog language because we can understand each other.
Yes, that's our national language. So that's the language that we need to use in order for us to communicate around the Philippines.
Exactly,
Because
yes.
if you don't know how to speak Tagalog, that's really difficult. And if you speak English, yeah, you would encounter trouble a little bit. Yes. Because most of Filipino, if you speak English and you're a Filipino, they would feel intimidated and they would think that, why is she speaking in the English? She's a Filipino.
Right.
That's
So,
questionable.
yeah, that's why some of Filipinos would say you should speak our national language because you're here in the Philippines.
Yes, you need to adjust. And of course, it would be a little bit criticizing if you cannot speak Tagalog too. Yeah, it's like you're so it's like that.
So that's how it is here in the Philippines. Maybe you will be shocked why I visit different cities or islands and they use different language or another language. Why is that? Yeah, once again, as we mentioned, we have more than 120 languages spoken here in the Philippines.
Yes. And maybe you're thinking that if you ask a Filipino, oh, can you translate it in Tagalog and you're speaking to a Bisaya? You need to understand that they're not fluent at it. We can speak, but we're not fluent.
Exactly. So it's really important to learn a little on the language that you, let's say for example, you will visit to different islands. You can definitely learn at the same time if you will stay longer. And it's
Yes.
really important, just like the basic language when you stay there, so that you can communicate the locals.
That's true. Because for us Bisaya people, if we go to Manila, we really try hard to speak Tagalog. And after like few months, we can already be fluent.
Yeah.
So if you're exposed to a different language since you are a child, you can really speak it, even though you don't really speak it day by day in your life. You don't communicate with your parents with that language, but you are exposed to it, which is easy for you to adopt right away.
Yeah. Like for example, for kids nowadays, since young parents are into like using English language, as you can observe, kids nowadays, they know how to speak
English.
at a younger age.
Yes, and they're much more fluent and they already have an accent.
That's right. So it's just that if you are surrounded by people and then hearing those languages, for sure you can adopt.
Yes, true. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching till the end. And we hope to see you in our next vlog. No hate,
Just love. Bye.
Bye!